All right, all right. Let's see if we can get this shit going, man. Cause I'm tired of the title not being correct. It's been doing me like that lately, and I don't appreciate it. There we go. There we go. We situated now. We situated. What's good? What's going on with y'all, man? Let's I'm just getting everything situated real quick, man. Let me just getting it situated. And oh, I forgot. Well, anyway. We're gonna get it cracking.
It taught me a lot of life lessons. It taught me a lot of life lessons.
Been messing with these stachios, man. Anyway, let me y'all know what it is, man. What's going on? It's your boy PG the Hustler. Thank you for stopping in for another episode of Talking Shit, man. We in this thing. My bad, I was a little late. I was nanning. I was on that Conan and nanning. Anyway, man. If y'all follow the Twitch, man. Hustle World on Twitch, y'all know what it is. Y'all see some of them streams, man. Anyway, let me check my what's the names, man. Make sure my folks. See if my folks is coming in. Let's get this situated. And boom. Just in case. Make sure. Alright, we good. We out of here, Jay. So anyway, what's going on with y'all, man? It's been a crazy week. We're gonna get to some shit. To the most important news of the evening. But anyway, man, we gonna start off, man. Y'all already know, man. If y'all haven't known, y'all know. Jeezy and Jenny May or Jenny Mai or whatever, whatever her name is, they getting a divorce. After they was married for a short time. They was married for it wasn't even that long. They had a baby or whatever, but I don't know. Who knows? But I don't know. I'm gonna see what's going on, because it seemed like I bet you he be vague about this, like this breaking silence shit. I guarantee this nigga finna be vague about this shit. It's not. He not finna give up the real, man. He definitely ain't finna give up the real. My bad. I drank my stachio, man. I'm been cracking these bitches lately. On my healthy eating kick. But anyway, man, I guarantee this nigga ain't gonna be what's your name, man. He gonna be vague, man. We gonna pop this shit, man. Go see what this shit see what this shit do, man. I'm gonna start this shit off, man. See what this nigga talking about, man.
It taught me a lot of life lessons.
Jeezy breaking his silence on his divorce from Jeannie Mai.
We all know what we want. We want to feel trusted. We want to feel loved. We want to feel safe.
The rapper says in a statement to ET, "The decision to end this chapter in my life was not made impulsively," adding he still has love and respect for Jeannie, and she holds a cherished place in his heart. And their daughter, 1-year-old Monaco, is the best gift.
Quiet.
Jeezy says he's committed to assuring she feels the love and stability she deserves.
Family's great, baby's big, she's walking all over the house. Yeah, it's calling me daddy now, so we there.
As far as how Jeannie's doing since the split,
I'm taking it day by day, and thankfully being able to have a show like this and to come to work and be able to do something that you enjoy doing takes your mind off of things. And right now I'm just focusing on Monaco. I'm focusing on things that I'm passionate about. And shoot, when you're surrounded by people, you just get to laugh and, look at the things that you enjoy doing in life, then, you get through it.
A source telling ET earlier this month she had been spending more time in Atlanta to try to work things out with Jeezy.
It's not hard to get away because I have a village, my family.
Saying at the time she is trying to save their marriage and doesn't want it to end.
I learned that You are responsible for keeping your soul clean. And if you have little bits in it that you let erode or get moldy, it will infect the rest of your heart, and then it starts to get in your actions.
Jeezy filed for divorce on September 14th after 2 years of marriage. Our source says the couple's split stemmed from a difference of opinions when it comes to certain family values and expectations.
We want to feel cuddles. We want to feel, the romance.
Continuing, they had different views and each felt like their needs weren't being completely met.
Oh my God. Married life feels 1,000% different than when we were dating.
As for the possibility of working things out, well, seems we shouldn't hold our breath. In court documents obtained by ET, Jeezy's divorce filing states the couple had already separated. The docs describing the marriage as irretrievably broken with no hope for reconciliation, and also confirming Jeannie and Jeezy had a prenup in place.
I'm beyond grateful because I cannot believe, as every parent will tell you, how much a child changes your life.
Right.
When it comes to little Monaco, Jeezy is seeking joint legal custody.
That's wild. So, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna pause it right now. So now, you already know this entertainment, man. For entertainment is hearsay. Don't take nothing I say with a for fact. Look all this shit up. But now, word is what I seen or what I have seen. Word is that what I think might be a big part about it or a big thing of it is that, and this is what I heard allegedly, going into this marriage, that she basically never wanted kids. Like, she didn't want kids. So that's where, when you read between the lines here in these vague ass statements that they just made, you see where they say expectations and family and values. That's where that, I'm thinking that's where that kind of shit come in. Because that's what I heard it was really mainly about. And she really didn't want to have, she never seen herself having kids or didn't want kids. And then she got them. I don't know. Y'all look that shit up. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's just what I heard somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But if that be the case, that's crazy. I mean, they end up having a kid, and then now she's going on shows or doing these interviews, telling everybody like how. But she never admitted to not have, because I've seen some interviews too. She never admitted to not want kids, but I guess she's saying that they it changed their life, because she kind of think better about them different now, and basically what I'm summing that up to, what I'm thinking about, or what I'm thinking that, where I'm thinking that stem from is that she 9 times out of 10, that's when she was trying to go back and work out with Jeezy and everything, and she really ended up like understanding that and really embracing motherhood. I mean, which can be done, but I mean, also even like she stated, once something gets kind of broken or once something get kind of stained and you just neglect it or forget about it, then it kind of, you know what I'm saying, it creates like a mold almost, and it just, it kind of infect the whole body, or it kind of affect the whole relationship. So I definitely can get that. So, man, the black and yellow love, man, we love it. We love all love. We ain't against none of it. You know what I'm saying? The world need more love today, man, but, I hope they can. It seemed like they have, doing a good little job, being cool and gonna be cordial and all that kind of shit, man. That's cool. Because it's really all about the health of the child. And that's what that affects. Yeah. Trust me, I've been through types of shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit I'm still trying to mend this day. You know what I mean? The best way I can. But, hey, man, life hands you shit and you just got to work with it the way you can, man. Once people's minds is made up certain kind of ways, man, that's all it is. And it's crazy that happens in relationships. It happens in and I don't mean just, it happens all kind of relationships. Business relationships, friendships relationships, parents, kids, family members, brother, sister, all kind of stuff. So people take advantage and they manipulate and they do all kind of things, man. That's just the world we live in, man. So y'all always keep your eyes and ears on your eyes open, ears focused. You know what I'm saying? Eyes focused, ears open, head on swivel. You know what I mean? Pay attention and watch out and read between the lines what motherfuckers be talking to you, man. Facts. Moving on to the best. I don't know what, this ain't the best news. You know, we'll hit them.
Here in Los Angeles, and we're starting right now with some breaking news. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is now confirming a U.S. airstrike on a weapons storage facility in eastern Syria. Austin describing it as a self-defense strike that involved 2 U.S. F-15 fighter jets. This comes as a U.S. defense official has also confirmed that a U.S. military drone was shot down near Yemen by Houthi forces. This comes, as you know, amid extremely high tensions in that region, given the Israel-Hamas conflict and the concerns that this conflict could broaden into other parts of the Middle East and beyond. Previous escalations by the Houthis include launching missiles toward Israel. And just last month, a U.S. destroyer brought down 4 cruise missiles and 15 drones that the Houthis had aimed right at Israel. So, Louis, let's start here with you. What more do we know about this strike here that has been described as a self-defense strike on a facility there in eastern Syria? And, Louis, is my understanding this is used by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard?
That's right, Kana. Lots of activity here over the last couple of hours, and we're talking about airstrikes targeting these Iranian-backed groups inside of Iraq and inside of Syria that have been the ones responsible for these attacks on U.S. bases inside of Iraq and Syria. The United States is calling these as self-defense strikes because that is the purpose of these. These are strikes in order to defend American forces. In other words, the message here is to these groups that are backed by Iran, if you strike against us, we will have that inherent right of self-defense, and we will target you. That's why they're using the terminology of self-defense. So far, we're talking about 40 incidents over the last 3 weeks that have taken place as these militias have launched missiles and drones at American facilities inside of Iraq and Syria. And half of that number have occurred since the first retaliatory airstrike, which happened on October 26th. So a lot of activity in the last 2 weeks has taken place at those facilities in the United States. That's why they decided to undertake these retaliatory airstrikes that we understand were taken by F-15 aircraft that dropped bombs on this one weapon storage facility used by these Iranian-backed militias. Of course, a lot of activity means potentially what happens next. That's something that remains to be seen exactly as moving forward.
Yeah, Louis, that is really concerning when you talk about all that activity there. And Mick, as we take this
facility, like this shit, these niggas, look how big that fucking drone is, though. Them drones as big as real motherfucking planes. Like, that shit is wild, yo.
At the same time, we're trying to make sure that Houthis stay out of a potential growing conflict in Israel. And that is something the U.S. is very keen on doing.
Certainly. Mick Mulroy and Louis Martinez, thank you so much for your perspective and your reporting tonight.
Only thing I want to say about that right there before we move on to the best news of the motherfucking evening, only thing I want to say about that is, y'all, honestly, man, I just want to tell y'all to get y'all plans in order, like, get some shit together, like, it never hurts to be safe, you know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all go to the grocery store, like, from now until at least Christmas, man, buy a couple extra canned goods, like, stock up on some, you know what I mean, stock up on shit, stock up on meat, stock up on vegetables, canned goods, dry goods, beans, water jugs if you can. Of course, stock up on toilet paper. Not only for the fact of y'all never know if something gonna go down, but if y'all are up here in the Midwest and in the East Coast, just like up, you know, East Coast, Northeast, where we get it bad every year, like they saying that this is gonna be a real bad winter. So y'all gotta be prepared. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to be prepared, man. If y'all got deep freezers, get them things going, plug them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually getting ready to make a move now, actually in a couple of days, to go see about getting one, and slapping some stuff in there for the fam, all kind of stuff, man. So just just get some stuff in order, man, and then I'm not saying this to try to scare nobody or to create no fear or nothing like that. I'm just saying it because it never hurts to be, prepared. If you don't plan ahead, you plan to fail. So, with that being said, let's get to the best news of the evening. I don't know how we ended up skipping over this in the beginning.
Chemistry is vital to the supply chain when it.
Here we go.
Iowans 21 years old and older will be able to purchase, possess...
Wait a minute. What you say?
Soon, Ohioans 21 years old and older will be able to purchase, possess, and use marijuana for recreational purposes. Issue 2 passed with 56% support tonight.
We did
44%
did it.
Failing against it tonight. NBC4's Eric Halpern spoke to people on
sad,
both sides of the issue today.
Hey,
Eric, what's the reaction to Issue 2 passing?
Carrie, the Coalition to Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol is the group which has been pushing for Issue 2 to pass. They are describing this as a landslide victory. This was called around 9:30 this evening. It means recreational marijuana will be legal in Ohio for adults 21 and older. A division of cannabis control will be created within the state's Department of Commerce to oversee and regulate the industry. Under what's been approved by voters, recreational pot will be taxed at 10% on top of state and local taxes. A study done at The Ohio State University estimates this will generate hundreds of millions of dollars of tax revenue. Those in favor of Issue 2 say the money will go towards substance abuse and mental health services, a social equity and jobs fund, and communities which have dispensaries in them. We caught up with the Coalition to Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol shortly after the decision was called.
They know that they want a regulated adult use market here in Ohio. They want to get rid of the illicit market. They want to bring that tax revenue back from the state of Michigan and to bring it and invest that money right back into their local communities here.
Now, opponents have talked about safety and addiction concerns with recreational marijuana. In a statement tonight, Senate President Matt Huffman writes, "This statute was written by the marijuana industry and should not be treated as a cash grab for their cash crop at the expense of a state trying to emerge from the opioid epidemic. The General Assembly may consider amending the statute to clarify the questionable language regarding limits for THC and tax rates, as well as other parts of the statute. And since this is an initiated statute, unlike Issue 1, state lawmakers do have the ability to make some changes. It's likely that will happen." Local for you at the State House, I'm Eric Halpern, NBC4.
So we did it, y'all. You already know. I want to talk about some things. I want to go into some things about that y'all might want to know. First of all, I want y'all to be very careful. Let's go back here just for the what's the name? Yeah. I want y'all to be very careful in these next couple months, 2 to 3 months. I don't know when it's going to take all the way full effect. They're saying, I think I heard 30 days. I don't know if it's 60. I don't know if it's at the beginning of the year, which would actually be like the 60 days. Because November, December, then. So it might be 30, might be 60. Y'all be careful because I've seen this before. In California, when we went from medical to rec, it was a loophole, kind of loopholes. I say loophole, but kind of like a window period where the cops were out there ticking left and fucking right because it's not legal yet. There is a window period. Please wait the 30 days before y'all start acting a fool, before y'all start smoking blunts on the side street downtown or Highland Square, wherever y'all niggas be hanging out. I don't give where, downtown, Highland Square, the Valley, everywhere. Y'all chill out for like at least 30 to 60 days until that shit take all the way full effect. That will save you a lot of tickets. And also, when it comes in effect, pay attention to the legal amount that you're allowed to have on you. Keep that shit in your mind because they will tax you press you. And remember that it's a statewide thing. It's not federal. So, with that being said, one of the biggest things with that is that even having dispensaries, even having shops, the government, the federal government, likes to prey on those shops where they go in, they bust them, they take everything they got, and they basically charge you to get out of trouble, which is going to be upwards of $30,000, $40,000 just to be out of trouble. And then you can go do it again. You can go set up again if you want. You might make $200,000-$300,000. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's always that thing, that cat and mouse game that they want to play with you when you want to go into the game of starting dispensaries. And I'm saying that for all of my people that's thinking, that having that good, bright idea to start these dispensaries without paperwork, without your actual official government paperwork, to just rent spaces and open up nice shops and just start selling weed. Be careful. Follow those guidelines, because they will come in and it will cost you a lot of money. Like, please listen to me. And it's just a word to the wise out there, man. I'm glad we got this shit going. You know what I mean? Hey, let's get it. Let's get this bread. It's a $1 billion industry. It's enough out here for everybody. But watch them loopholes, follow them guidelines, and stick to the script, man, for real. And that's all I got to say about that, man. Y'all get that bag, man. It's time. It's up. Let's go. Anyway, moving on, man. Moving on. All right, what we got here, man? I don't know what's up next. But like I said, man, y'all be careful, man. Be careful. Oh,
Ministry says the Palestinian death toll now exceeds 10,000.
This is getting crazy.
Israeli ground troops are surrounding Gaza City this morning. The troops are expected to enter the city today or tomorrow, according to Israeli media. 242 people are still being held hostage by Hamas. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ruled out a ceasefire until all those hostages are freed. The White House maintains that a humanitarian pause to the fighting is critical to ensure more aid can enter the region and more people can escape the violence.
Wow. Did you see all
in the U.S. tonight?
Did you see all those pictures of the kidnapped people?
Now to the war in the Middle East.
The kidnap wall. Let's go back to that while I talk about this shit. Look at that wall, y'all. Look at that wall. Only thing I gotta say about this today, man, which y'all already know, man. I think this is a touchy subject. It's hard to even talk about because of what these people went through, what these people are going through. They really just fed up. They really want their land back. But we all know, we can go down the rabbit hole all day about this subject. We all know what money means to this country, and who they're siding with. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what's on the wall. But then pay attention to this lady's hand right here in the stack that's in her hand. That's a lot of people. And I'm guessing that all these people that was in that square right there are people that's being held hostage, because I'm seeing people around them with the guns and shit like that, and them fake ass little bulletproof vests. And I'm just saying, man, this is a hard thing to talk about, because I want y'all to really go and look up the history of this shit. Like, really, please, go look up the history. Go look up about what's really going on. Look at multiple sources. Don't just take it from me. Don't just take it from one person. Go look and see what's going on over there, man. And then please, before y'all start to putting up them posts and all that kind of stuff and shit like that, man. Anyway, let's move on, man. We're gonna keep on going. We not even gonna harp on that shit. We're gonna go to some funny news for
if
me.
I had co-counsel,
I think it's funny. Like I think it's funny to me because I want to see. I'm enjoying watching the rise and fall of this MAGA era and this Trump shit. Like, this is funny to me. So anytime something like this happens, I'm gonna bring it up and we're gonna laugh and I'm gonna talk some shit about this shit because that's what the fuck I do. I talk shit about shit.
In New York City, Ivanka Trump in the U.S. tonight here in New York City, Ivanka Trump taking the stand in the $250 million civil trial against her father and the family business. What she told the court today, and ABC senior investigative reporter Aaron Katursky was in the courtroom.
She's not a defendant in this case, and she didn't want to be here. But today, Ivanka Trump forced to testify in the civil fraud trial threatening the Trump family business.
How you feeling, Ivanka?
On the witness stand, she testified she played no role in her father's statements of financial condition that the judge has determined were riddled with fraud. Those weren't things I was privy to, she said, echoing her deposition.
I don't specifically know what was prepared on his behalf for him as a person, separate and distinct from the organization.
She acknowledged working to secure loans guaranteed by her father's wealth for Trump properties like the Doral Golf Club in Miami, but she says she couldn't remember the details, at one point saying, "I believe it was the 9th month of pregnancy of my oldest daughter." Attorney General Letitia James, unmoved.
This case is about fraudulent statements of financial condition that she benefited from. She was enriched, and clearly you cannot distance yourself from that fact.
The state has now rested its case. The defense is going to begin on Monday. But, David, it's going to be an uphill climb since the judge has already decided former President Trump engaged in fraud. David?
Aaron Katursky in Lower Manhattan again tonight, Aaron. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News.
That shit is hilarious. Did y'all see the way she was strutting in there, man? That shit funny as hell. Man, these motherfuckers get on my nerves with this white privilege shit and this rich. This is more than white privilege. This is rich privilege. It's a difference. It's a big difference. Hey, y'all gonna have to coin that. I said that shit here first. Hey, y'all motherfuckers watching, man. I said that shit here first. It's rich privilege, not white privilege. But did y'all see how she was sashaying in that motherfucker like it was a runway thing? They make everything some kind of fucking event. This shit is funny to me how they just fucking using this shit and they using people and motherfuckers falling for that shit. They love that shit. Like they love to see these motherfuckers, man. Like they love to see these motherfuckers put on to where the point that they follow them no matter what they saying. Like it's just goofy shit, man. It's funny. I love it sitting back laughing at you motherfuckers, man. I really do. This shit is hilarious when they do that shit, man. Like I don't think he got so many lawsuits on his ass. By the time it's time for him to run, he ain't gonna be able to run. That shit gonna be over, man. That shit definitely gonna be over. But anyway, moving on.
Key state yesterday.
Ohio.
And reproductive rights were on the ballot in one key state yesterday.
Ohio, the latest state where voters have approved a measure to protect access to abortion, and that's since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. Kennedy Hayes, now live in Columbus, Ohio, has some reaction. So a big win.
This is for y'all, ladies.
For a abortion rights activist.
Troy and Anita, that's right. A big win here last night in Ohio, where Ohio is the 7th state where a majority of voters voted to protect abortion access in just the past year. The latest results show almost 56% of voters in this conservative-leaning state approve the abortion protections known as Issue 1. Ohio's decision comes after voters in 6 other states, California, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Montana, and Vermont, voted in favor of state ballot measures, saying President Biden issued a statement overnight saying voters in Ohio chose to, quote, protect their fundamental freedoms, while top Republicans in the state say the measure went too far. Voters here in Ohio shared how they believe the election results last night could impact the upcoming presidential election.
I'm hoping it goes the same way it did in Ohio and other states because I think it'll be good. I
think it'll be good for everyone to have that choice.
Might have some impact, but I think that there will also be a lot of other things that play into it.
I'd rather see the Republicans take over the House, Senate, and the White House. But again, it looks like it's going to be dictated by reasons other than probably what should dictate who runs the government.
Arizona and Missouri are both considering similar ballots. Beyond here, looking into 2024, Arizona and Missouri are both considering similar ballot measures. In Columbus, Ohio, Kennedy Hayes, Fox 10 News.
So look. Wait a minute, we can stop it right there.
In Columbus, Ohio.
We can stop right there. So look, man. Only thing I got to say about that is that I'm glad y'all passed that shit. I'm glad y'all got the right to choose, because honestly, and I'm not trying to just say some shit just to be on anybody's motherfucking side and none of that shit, because honestly, and I'm gonna break it down to you how I feel. It might be brash, it ain't what you think, motherfucker. But listen, I create life in a whole nother way. They carry life. Okay? Women carry life. I am not finna tell a woman what to do nor speak on what they should do with their body. Just like they shouldn't speak on what we should do with ours. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is what it is. I believe they got the right to choose. You never know. There are things that people don't understand or never talk about when they talk about this abortion thing. One side tries to use it for their point of view, their moving forward or their progressive point of view. Other side tries to use it as scare tactics and say, oh, it's only people who are, it's gutter people who don't want babies and they just running and just doing this and doing that. No, that's not the case. A lot of times, and I'm only going to speak this because this is my platform, so I'm only going to speak. I'm not speaking for y'all, but I'm speaking on behalf. I'm speaking, in favor of y'all. So, like, a lot of women go through, and I know a lot of women can actually agree with this, and they can tell you, because they got aunties, sisters, cousins, grandmas, whoever went through these, mothers went through these problems. Sometimes women are in danger when they are pregnant. Sometimes it's either their life or the baby's life, and the doctors can determine that very early and say, hey, based on your medical condition, if you carry this baby, it might be you or the baby at the end of the 9 months. So, I mean, and it's not necessarily about being selfish, but I mean, and that's just one instance. That's just the health issue or the health instance. You know what I'm saying? Then you have stuff where women are taken advantage of. They are taken advantage of and end up being pregnant because of that. I'm not gonna say that word on my platform because I don't like that, and I don't want to get nobody to. But they can be. Sometimes things happen where they be taken advantage of. They get sexually assaulted, and then they end up pregnant behind that. You mean to tell me you're gonna force women to keep the baby? You're gonna a group of people that don't even know this woman, don't know their medical history, are gonna force this woman to keep a child that she's gonna have to look at every day and know that child got there because somebody took advantage of her? That's fucking bullshit. Like, that's fucking bullshit, and that's corny as fuck, yo. So that's why that's my stance on the whole thing. And like I said, I don't even have a stance, but that's just my opinion. I got an opinion. I don't have a stance because I can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't carry life. You know what I'm saying? I make life. You know what I mean? I sprout life. I plant life. I don't carry life. So, you know what I mean? They definitely got the right to do what they do, man. And with that being said, man, thank y'all for tuning in with me, man, on this little short episode of Talking Shit, man. I definitely appreciate y'all coming out. I'm getting ready to get all the way on my shit, y'all. I'm gonna have some new merch coming out, man. I definitely want y'all to check the website out. I'm getting everything together, man. I'm getting ready to jump on Threads. I just ain't been doing it. I just ain't did it lately. I'm about to jump on this Threads and get with the program, and the album is coming out. I'm just keeping the date a little secret, man, because I just noticed a little bit of funny stuff, and sometimes I just don't want to, like, I don't want to be involved in no foolishness, man. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm just gonna drop this shit on y'all heads, and then y'all gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all love it. I love it. Like, a lot of the music that I'm making, like, I just can't stop listening to them, and I hope y'all like get the same effect too. I put my heart in my music. I don't just get out there and just be saying bullshit. So y'all definitely gonna check that out. I believe I even shocked a couple people when I let them hear, because I let a select few of my people hear some things that nobody heard, and I believe they were shocked. They didn't know the album was going to be this good, but it's definitely going to be good. Shout out to Monty Brantley for doing some cover art for me. Her and Vicious Ink Designs got the covers together for me. I will be releasing those soon, probably within the next week. Y'all stay tuned for my folks, man. Y'all check on y'all's peoples. Off top, I know Drib got some shit going on, man. Y'all spin on over to his page, man. If y'all been following, y'all already know we promote everybody. Drib got some shit going. You already know Tone Spit shit is out the Critic, man. It's out right now on all platforms. I think Demon Core is on the way for Drib. Anyway, man, like I said, man, we love y'all, man, and look out for the shit, man. Stay tuned, man. Y'all know how to reach me, man. Black Money Media on anything, and PG the Hustler on everything. All right, y'all. Peace, man. Go check on your folks, man. Love.